What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news, and before I jump into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Now, I have a few exclusive pieces of news in this video. One of them is an accurate look at the upcoming Air Jordan 9 Chile Red. But more importantly, well, at least to some, we have a detailed look at the Travis Scott Fragment Air Jordan 1 High OG in military blue. Now, there's a lot of speculation, a lot of things going around about the release, and I'm going to go over what I know so far, which, I'll be honest, isn't a lot, but there does seem like there's some hope on an upcoming release. Now, we have a lot more from Jordan Brand, a few things from Nike, and one thing from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Not long ago, I showcased a new Yeezy 500, which features shades of brown, blue, and orange. It turns out that this pair is actually known as Enflame, and there was a mock-up of a previous pair also being called Enflame, and it pretty much was covered in peach or a pink shade. Well, it turns out this will be the pair releasing, and although we don't have a release date, they will debut sometime in April, and the retail price will be $200. We have another Nike Dunk Low set to release, and this is a women's exclusive, originally being called multicolor, but Nike is simply calling them Green Strike. Now, as you can see, this pair features multiple shades. We have white, green, purple, red, and even yellow. If this is a pair you want to pick up, they release on March 15th, and the retail price will be $100. We now have official images of the LeBron James Nike Air Max 95 Lakers. Now, the good news is with these official images, more than likely they're going to release on the Sneakers app. However, it's not 100% positive. Originally, Finish Line had them on their release date calendar and stated that the release would be in-store only. Also, it is an NRG, so more than likely this pair will be limited, and the retail price will be $180. As soon as I have an update if this pair will release on the Sneakers app, I'll make sure to let you guys know. Recently, we received a first look at the Nike SB Dunk High Hawaii. Now, I'm not 100% positive if I included the original images in a previous video, so this might be a first look as far as being on this channel. Now, the pair comes dressed in cell, blue, and green aqua, highlighted with Hawaiian print throughout, which is done in shades of peach. We also have a mixture of blue and teal on the base, hemp material lands on the tongue and swoosh across the panels, while orange covers the tongue label. Lastly, we have a white midsole and a cell rubber outsole. Unfortunately, we don't have a release date for this pair. They are expected to debut sometime this spring, and the retail price will be $120. Alright, so for a little bit of exclusive news, I have information on an upcoming Nike Dunk High. The pair is being called Bulls. As of now, it's very possible that the nickname could change, but what you're looking at is actually a Photoshop, so what releases could look different? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get an early look at the pair, but they will feature a white, black, and university red colorway. Currently, there isn't a release date available. They are expected to debut sometime this spring, and the retail price will be $110. Now, let me know your thoughts on this Photoshop. If Nike drops some like this, would you pick them up? Or would you like to see different color blocking? Honestly, I wouldn't be mad with a black toe version, but we'll have to wait and see. We have a new Air Jordan 7 PE for the Oregon Ducks to showcase. This pair is once again made for the women's basketball team. Now, in 2019, they received a pair, and that shoe came highlighted in yellow with green detailing. Now, for this pair, it's a bit toned down, and they feature white throughout. We have metallic gold on the tongue, while the branding comes in green. Now, on the inside of the tongue, we have a small label, which lets us know which number this pair is because they are limited to 120. So, for example, here we have the number 69 of 120. Unfortunately, there is no plans on this pair releasing to the public, and the Ducks women's basketball team will wear this pair during the NCAA tournament starting on March 21st. More than likely, you'll see select individuals having this pair in hand and selling it at an insane price. If I had to guess, this definitely would be maybe a $3,000 to $5,000 pair, anywhere in between that range. Official images recently leaked of two models part of the Air Jordan 1 to my first coach collection. Now, the official images we have is for the Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort and the Air Jordan 1 Low. What hasn't leaked yet is images for the Air Jordan 1 Mid. As you can see, the two feature a very similar theme. We have pastel shades throughout, along with white across the base, and each pair will feature a special wings tag that reads "To My First Coach." Currently, Jordan Brand hasn't stated the true inspiration behind the shoe. However, it wouldn't be hard to guess that the inspiration is more of a tribute to his first coach, or to anybody's first coach that wears this shoe. And currently, we don't have a release date. However, all three are expected to release in April. Breaking down the retail prices, the Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort will cost $170, the Air Jordan Mid is priced at $140, and the Air Jordan 1 Low will retail at $120. Images of the Air Jordan 3 Electric Green have been floating around for a little while now, but now we have a release date. This pair is a grade school exclusive, which will also release in preschool and toddler sizing. Now, the pair features a black, white, electric green, violet shock, and green glow colorway. As you can see, we have black leather on the base, elephant print wraps the toe and heel, and then we have green on the tongue, a darker shade of green on the top eyelets, and purple on the liner. Other details includes a white midsole as well as white on the Jumpman branding and a icy translucent outsole. I'm not a huge fan of the pair, but one thing I do like on the Jordan 3 is the icy outsoles. I remember way back in the day there was a sample made of the Air Jordan 3 white cement, and that sample had an icy outsole, and I just absolutely loved it. But for those that are interested in grabbing this pair, they are currently scheduled to release on April 1st, and the retail price will be $140. In the last video, I went over the Air Jordan 5 Jade Horizon. Not only that, I showcased along with Z Sneakerhead Z an accurate mock-up of what would be releasing. Now, there is more of a story behind the shoe. Unfortunately, I'm not able to speak on that yet. And 30 minutes before my video was going to go live, as well as the article and posting on Instagram and stuff, I actually learned about a release date. Now, the release date comes from DJ Folk, and they're currently scheduled to debut on December 4th. So we got quite a bit of time for this pair to release, and unfortunately, no retail price as of yet. Union LA has had some incredible collaborations. My favorite is the Air Jordan 1 High OG. I personally like the Storm Blue pair the most. However, the black toe version is also very nice. They also collaborated with Jordan Brand on the Air Jordan 4 in 2 colorways, amongst other models. Something that I didn't know, Union LA opened their stores back in 1991, so this year they're celebrating its 30th anniversary, and the best way to celebrate would be collaborating with various brands. On their website, they made a full announcement, and one of the brands is, of course, Jordan Brand. So the good news is that this year they're going to have another collaboration releasing. However, the bad news at this time is we don't know which model. Hopefully it's not just apparel or a model outside of the Jordan signature line, but they also have a pretty heavy lineup of other collaborations, and some of the other brands they're going to collaborate with is Acronym, Bape, Cactus Plant Flea Market, Fear of God Essentials, Off-White, Stussy, and more. I know there's people behind the scenes looking up information to see which model it is. Hopefully we can leak that info very soon, and once I get the info, I'll make sure to share it with you guys. The Air Jordan 6 Electric Green was also featured in the last video. In that video, I was highlighting the first look of the shoe, and again, it was done, uploaded, just waiting to go live at 10 a.m. And maybe an hour or two before it was going to go live, official images of the pair leaked. So definitely missed out on featuring them in the last video, but we have them here now, and this is a pair that I definitely plan on picking up. And in the last video, I speculated that this pair possibly could feature 3M reflective. However, I don't think that's the case. Usually with official images, Jordan Brand would show off the 3M if the shoe has it, but who knows, there's a possibility that they just didn't include the photos. So I'm going to fit in as many images as I can, and for the release date, they're going to drop on June 5th. They're also going to release in full family sizing, and the retail price will be $190. Recently, the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Neutral Gray released, but months back we also learned that the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Neutral Gray would be returning. The pair last released in 2015, and we now have official photos of the 2021 retro. Now this pair actually looks closer to the original, which dropped in 1986, compared to the 2015 release. Utilizing a white, neutral gray, and particle gray colorway, we have Nike Air branding on the tongue, insoles, and the outsole, while the wings branding lands on the heel. Now the swoosh and the heel overlay, it's done in a gray suede, while the entire upper features white leather. The good news with the official images, we also have a release date, and I feel they're dropping in the perfect time because the release date is June 24th, so definitely in the middle of the warmer months, and the retail price is $130. Now originally it was being reported that the shoes were going to retail at $110. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. Now, I'm not a huge fan of lows, but I do like this colorway, and since it's an OG, I'm going to go after them. But let me know your thoughts down below. Yesterday, official images of the Air Jordan 7 PSG leaked, which look a lot different compared to the Photoshop. Now, the Photoshop wasn't an accurate representation or anything, it's just was used to mimic what could release, and of course just to give an example. Now this pair reminds me of the Air Jordan 7 Cardinal mixed in with the Olympic Air Jordan 7, and I'll be honest, I really like this pair. Now what threw me off at first is the mesh netting. As you can see, it lands on the panels and the ankle. Although it did throw me off, I kind of like it. It's something different. And moving on, at the heel we have PSG's logo, which replaces the traditional 23 or 7 depending on the specific colorway. The pair also features a small label on the side that reads Panam, something that is standard for any collaboration with PSG. The insoles also feature the signature zigzag design that is seen on Air Jordan 7s. Traditionally, it would land on the tongue. And on the insoles, we also have more branding. And I'll be honest, I cannot pronounce this. I tried to, I researched it. There's no way I could say this, but it translates to "Here is Paris." Now, this pair is scheduled to release on May 22nd, and the retail price is $225. I definitely like the look of this pair. The price is a bit high. Also, I almost forgot to mention, each pair comes with a unique box. PSG branding lands on the lid, and then inside of it we have a grass graphic. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down below. Sometime back, information leaked on the Air Jordan 9 Chile Red. That pair would feature a simple chili red and black color combination, and the overall look reminds me and a lot of others of the Air Jordan 9 Motorboat Jones. Now, I was fortunate enough to get an update on how this pair will actually look once it's released, and it's close to the original mock-up that Sneakerhead Z did. However, we collaborated on this mock-up to give you an accurate representation of what will release. So, as you can see, the pair will feature even more red than originally expected. The original mock-up had black on the midsole, stitching, and down the tongue. However, what's releasing, all those areas will be covered in red. Also, the shade of red used will be a lot brighter compared to the original mock-up. Now, the pair could also come with quilted detailing, possibly on the liner. However, that isn't confirmed as of yet, and the current release date that we have is November 16th. Unfortunately, we don't have a retail price as of yet. Let me know your thoughts on the latest mock-up compared to the previous one. Which one do you like better? And hopefully we receive a first look within the next several months. Last up for today, we have a detailed look at the Travis Scott Fragment Air Jordan 1 High OG. Now, a few weeks back, we received a preview of this pair being worn by Travis Scott. At the time, we weren't sure if it was in connection with Fragment due to the fact that the images were taken too far away. Now, with these new images, we can clearly tell that it is a collaboration with Fragment, and there's a lot of speculation and rumors going around about a potential release. Of course, with every leak, there's going to be rumors, even if it's a friends or family or not. However, there is a possibility this pair could release. Now, I don't know 100% for sure, but what I can say is I did see a product label of the shoes. It wasn't clear, and the product label was clearly showing that the shoes were a sample, possibly going into production. Usually on the sample tags, it gives you a time frame when the pair was created, also when it possibly could release. However, the tag was not good quality. Now, if I can include it in this video, I'll add it in. And if anybody's good at Photoshop or just altering images, maybe you can zoom in or make it a little bit more clear so we can figure out the specific details. Now, even if it does say holiday 2021, that doesn't mean that a release will happen. Nike and Jordan brand, they make samples all the time that never reach production or even hit retailers. What I do find interesting is we also have a colorway for this shoe. So the colorway is Cell Black, Military Blue, and Shy Pink. Now, I don't have the best sight in the world, but I don't see any Shy Pink on the shoes. However, we don't have super detailed images yet, so maybe it's on the insoles or somewhere else. Now, on the heels of the shoes, we have Fragments branding as well as Travis's, and then Cactus Jack branding lands on the tongue as well as Fragment design. I actually really like this colorway a lot. It reminds me of a sample that was created, I believe, in 1995. There was also an original pair in 1985-86 that never released to the public, I believe, that somewhat resembles this colorway. So that in itself, I definitely think is dope. But you guys already know how it is with these types of shoes. If they do release, they're going to be extremely limited, and you'll actually need a bot to get them, unless the sneakers app continues to do the draw, where they give you a short amount of time and then they pick at random. I've noticed they've been doing that on a few dunks lately, but then you would have to be extremely lucky. But at the end of the day, at least it gives everybody a fair chance. But like always, once more information is available, I'll make sure to let you guys know, and let me know your thoughts on this collaboration in the comment section below. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com and then we take it to YouTube. Like always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Last night, I put up a poll asking if you would like to see restock videos, and it was in the 90% range when I last looked that yes, you guys would like to see that. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to do those videos in a long format, include them in the news videos, or do what's called the short videos. For those that don't know, YouTube has a special section called Shorts. Basically, you need to upload content a minute or less. Now, if I'm able to give you the restock information in less than a minute with absolutely everything you need to know, then possibly I might do that. Now, the reason I may not do that is because I might need to put links in the description of that video. Going through the shorts, I didn't see a way to even read a description. You can make comments and like, of course, but sometimes the links are the most important in those types of videos. So if you didn't vote, you can also let me know down below if you would like me to include them in the videos. If you want to go a bit further, let me know if you want to see it piled up in news videos, or if you'd like to see just a video devoted to itself. I might have to just shoot those videos randomly too. Usually I have a time frame, it's 10 a.m. But on certain days, I might just upload one at 3 or 4, so they'll be up in time. I'm going to try to get another video out this week. Keep up at least doing 3 videos a week, so be on the lookout for that. Also, if you got a second and haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.